Hi, I'm Cecilia Maida, and if you're tired of all the corruption that you've seen in the shelters with police officers not responding whenever there's a freezing dog outside, animal control won't do anything as you're watching out the window, this is your time to have a voice for the animals. I am gathering stories to add to other evidence that I have of corruption, mismanagement of shelters, early kills, not holding for the proper amount of time, blocking individuals, refusing pictures, not giving animals exposure. So if you're a record keeper of any ID numbers or anything else at a shelter and you'd like to participate, please send me a private message and I will provide you with my private email so that you can send me the information. I'll be gathering the information over the next week. So this is your moment. If I see you whining in those threads saying, call the media, call the media, call the media, I am asking for you today to speak up and be the voice of the animals. Even if you're an individual, if you're a citizen, and if you're tired of using every minute of your day trying to network an animal, be a cross poster, be a foster, locate transport, use your gas, spend your money, do everything, and to try and rescue the animals from the high-kill shelters of America that are run just like the slaughterhouses, please be sure and have your voice heard now. I'm sitting here with no makeup on, exhausted and drained, and I am a citizen, and I have funded these taxpayer shelters, and I have had enough. If you would like to join me, please have your voice heard, and I will also make sure that your identity is protected, because we do know how the Good Old Boys Network is, that they're going to see you and they're going to try and block you. And also please advise, if you've been asked to sign any contract stating if you say anything negative, you will be blocked from rescue. I'd also like for anyone to advise me if they've done any open record requests from any shelters. It's time to blow the whistle, because you know why? The USDA, who oversees all shelters in America, is on the front page of the New York City Times, an article written by a Pulitzer Prize winner, has uncovered their horrifying abuse at their Nebraska research facility, where hundreds of sheep were battered to death by hail, emaciated animals, boneyards, grotesque experiments trying to make mutations, smaller pigs to fit into gestation crates, which, oh, I thought Americans considered that to be abuse. They want to make cows get fatter faster. They want chickens to get plumper faster. Hormone injections, etc. All the things that we feel are bad for our health. But this is the USDA, the government agency that oversees the animal welfare of the United States of America. Front page of the New York Times. They are now conducting a 60-day review over all their policies and and animal welfare as a secondary thought. They have emails stating where it's a non-issue, it's a profit venture. They've spent $22 million of your taxpayer dollars on these genetic mutations trying to make factory farming more profitable. So it's time for America to stand up for the companion animals of this country and let them know exactly how we feel. And I have major networks that are interested in the story, so please feel free to add your voice before I submit all my information to them. I've got volumes. I have mayors running dogfighting rings in Louisiana. We've got them shooting them out back with beers and kicking them into holes alive in Kentucky. We've got them over here feeding dogs, eating off each other in Idabel, Oklahoma. You know, we've got them all over. We got Miami, we got New York, we got them in Florida, we've got them across the nation. A failed animal welfare policy, all courtesy of the good old USDA. And that's right. My name is Cecilia Maida, and I live in Northern California, and I focus as an animal advocate. I volunteer my time doing media to assist them to get their voice heard, the silent victims of America, the animals that are suffering in our shelters that are run like slaughterhouses. There are no shelter. There is not a name for them, and our taxpayer dollars are funding this. They are actually paid for every animal they kill. There is no oversight. They do not have to do public adoption events. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a few that are doing it right. And I will even say, I live in the Sacramento area, Front Street, Sacramento. My hat's off to you. You do the barnyard rescue in addition to a lot of other good things I see you do. So we will commend and applaud any shelter doing it great. This isn't just about the ones doing it wrong. We want a solution, and we want it fast. And one of the things that we are requesting immediately is that the USDA be removed as overseer of the welfare of animals in this nation, since they have just been busted for some of the most horrifying abuse ever known. And how can they oversee abuse whenever they are the abusers? We know they are run by the lobbyists for the agriculture industry. And Senator King of Iowa, if you vote for him, you may want to think again if you're an activist, because of the fact that he is the one that always tries to do the ag-gag bill, get them hooked onto the farm bills every year. We vote them down every year. And unfortunately, I live in El Dorado County, and Frank Bigelow, my Jackson, California representative, joined in co-sponsoring with the Fresno Republican representative in writing the ag-gag bill for our state. But we were happily ready to vote it down, as we will again, across a nation. And they wanted us to be arrested whenever we video cows being abused at factory farms. Who do you think they're trying to protect, us or the animals? Oh, and you wonder why there's so much animal cruelty and dogfighting around the nation right now? You want to know why? Because we cannot get strong laws. And if we do, they won't enforce them. So why would we even need a law? Woman moves out of her home, leaves a dog tied up outside in sub-zero freezing temps. $150 fine to your bail bondsman, you walk. Dog fighting, you walk. Throw your dog out the side at your car window, you walk. You walk on everything in America, and you wonder why we have an epidemic of companion animals being tortured by humans. This is a horrible example to set. We are America. We are the free world, and you're a free person in America only if you do not have 4 legs and fur. In some states, they say that they're nothing more than property. They have no value, and it's a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry around Fluffy the dog and the kitty cats, where we take them to pet daycare. And I don't know when they're ever going to step up and realize we spend more on our pets probably than the whole farming industry does. They're just wanting to suck us dry to get water and to get more every kind of subsidy they can out of us. And if you want to come after me, you want to attack me, my name is Cecilia Maida. And I'm just some lady that knows how to do media, that traveled the country as a poster child for her disease that's killing her. So feel free to sue me. Feel free to investigate me, because that's what you do in animal control in America. Sorry, I'm exhausted because I've been doing this all day. Just like the cross posters are sitting at their computers today, just like the people that are finding fosters, the people that are sitting here driving in transports, using their grocery money for gas money to do the rescue of the animals to save them from the shelters of America. If you're in, and if you're tired, and if you want the TV stations to broadcast your story, and you want your representatives to hear, this is the moment. And I will protect your identity. You do not have to give the facts to me. You let me know what facts you have, and I will present it to investigative reporters across the country, to legislators, to anyone, because the USDA needs to be removed, and our time is now. This is no longer the way it used to be, weary rescuers, weary cross-posters, weary transporters, the ones that have to sob with their morning coffee to see all the animals that were abused. The time has come, and it is now. And I've just done this without makeup, so please don't make it a waste of my time. Please send me a PM and tell me your story and what you have to offer, and we will get it to the appropriate people. And until then, keep fighting the good fight. And the USDA, you no longer should be in control of the welfare of a nation. You have failed animal control across a nation. Goodbye.